record this while we're both hungry, but I have my friend on today. His name's Joel. So tell me about yourself, bro.
Hey, my name's Joel. I'm a friend of Kai's. We've been friends since high school.
I don't know him.
Yeah, that's right. We don't know each other. We're completely strangers. He just picked me off at the side of the road. No, we had classes together our freshman year of high school. Back when we were some skinny little dweebs. I was a skinny dweeb. He was a fat dweeb.
Bro, remember when we played Minecraft?
Yes, exactly. We were Minecraft nerds together. We would go to the library during lunch.
Oh, no, man.
And we had nothing better to do because we were too socially awkward. And so we'd meet up in the library with some other friends who were also a bunch of dweebs. And we would just play Minecraft the whole time.
I remember that one time when we went to Creative World because of that one guy, and we trolled him for a little bit.
Oh yeah. There were some actual genuine nerds who we liked to jump onto their servers and just completely troll them.
And then we played soccer for a little bit, and then fast forward, we didn't really. I had you in Spanish class.
Yeah.
You were in Spanish 3, 4, and 5
Yeah.
while I was in Spanish 1, 1, 1, and 2, bro.
Eventually, yeah, it was really that first semester of freshman year that we were being socially awkward, and I finally realized, like, this ain't gonna cut it. We can't do this all of our high school career, and so we started walking around the hallways and socializing. It was fun.
And then remember, you just didn't talk to me for, like, after graduation, bro, and then you hit me up.
Yeah, and then
randomly.
we graduated high school,
Yeah.
and we didn't talk for like a year or two, or let's see, yeah, a few years, because we were busy with college. He was going to WSU, I was going to Friends University, and this guy just started sending me memes out of nowhere, and so that's really how we kind of reconnected. He just started sending me memes, and then he started sending me his gym progress, because he had started this gym journey, and bro went from fat to fit. It was kind of incredible. And I was like, whoa.
He still doesn't remember it. He literally told me one day, bro, imagine if you were fit. Like,
yeah.
He still doesn't remember that conversation.
He likes to give me the credit that, I put that in your head. I give you that inspiration somehow, just by a passive comment. Like, I was almost even joking, maybe. I don't know. But, anyway, I dropped out of college after 3 years of trying to be a zookeeper. COVID hit and all sorts of things happened, and I wasn't doing too well in school. And so I kind of re-thought about things, and I decided my lawn care business could be expanded and I could go full-time with it. And so I was talking with Kai, and he was like, do it. And I talked to some of my other friends, and they said, do it. And so after getting a lot of counsel and guidance, I was just like, all right, let's do it. So I was working at Target while I was at Friends, and I quit my job at Target, which is a dead-end job, and I had no future there, and I knew it. And so I just dropped out of school, kept working at Target for that winter, and then started my business in the spring. But that winter, it was October 31st. I remember it was Halloween, and I texted Kai, and I said, dude, when do you go to the gym? And he said, you want to meet me tomorrow? So November 1st was a Monday. It was perfect. It was like a Monday. It was the first day of the month. You know, you're not supposed to do that, but in my head I was like, this is a perfect time to start. So I started going to the gym with Kai, and he was going early in the morning before work. And so we were showing up at 4 or 5 a.m. every morning. And I just wanted to get fit. I knew that I dropped out of college and I couldn't take that lightly. And I needed to do something productive besides just working. And so I figured going to the gym, getting jacked would be sweet. And it was sweet. It was great. And I ended up being able to go to the gym with Kai and helping him prep for his first competition.
How much weight did you lose, bro?
I don't know about losing weight. I really gained weight.
You got toned. No, you got toned, though.
I did get toned, yeah.
So it's like you had to at least, like, you know, trim down.
Maybe, but I was bulking the whole time.
It was so funny how you hit me up, because at first I was like, oh, you know, he might do it for like 2-3 weeks, and at first, you know, his wrist wasn't the strongest, and we had to work on it. Like,
literally, my wrist couldn't support the 30 or the 40-pound weights.
Like,
my wrist would just flop.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to hold a weight up when I was doing pressing. And so, anyway, it was pretty wild.
And then we did that. Yeah, we did that for a couple weeks to a month or two, and then after that, I finally hired my coach. And at that point, that's when I literally had to start going super early. And then we would both set alarms at like 3:30 in the morning, and then I'd hit him up, and he'd be like, "Yeah or nah," you know. and I would feel bad for making him go, so I'd be like, "Hey, bro, if you want to sleep in, that's okay."
Yeah.
But like deep down, I was like, "Bro, I'm alone on this journey." But it's okay. He literally put up with like the hour and a half of cardio that I had to do too.
Yeah. I literally just showed up to the gym and I was doing whatever Kai did. And Kai was doing this crazy routine because he was prepping for a bodybuilding competition. And I just wanted to get fit. I just wanted to build some muscle, look good, feel good, and feel successful because I had that discipline of getting up. And so I would show up. I didn't even have earphones, and so we'd do 2 hours of cardio, and I would just stare at the TVs that were muted in front of me. It was crazy. But yeah, I mean, I gained some weight and I got toned, and this whole time I was doing it secretly. I didn't tell my girlfriend that I was working out, and it started off as a funny prank, and the idea was that I would just start getting toned and she would notice, and she'd be like, "Why are you getting so big? Why are you eating so much?" And she just never caught on. And so several months, I probably went for like 3 months before I gaslighted her into coming to my gym. And boom, all of a sudden I was deadlifting 405 pounds. And she was like, "Kai, are you just gonna let him do this?" She thought it was my first time into the gym as well, right?
I was like, yeah, man, like this is proper training.
And
like,
so
go ahead.
He was playing along with the prank, and it was all funny, but it ended up not being well because maybe you shouldn't keep a secret from your girlfriend for 3 months. So that was a lesson learned. She just...
He meant well, guys.
I meant well. It was a harmless prank, and it just didn't end well.
Fast forward, bro. Remember your wedding when I had to meal prep?
Yeah, let's fast forward a little bit. So that was the winter of 2021, and 2022 was when this guy was over here getting ready for this competition. And his competition was in June, right? Yeah. It was in June of 2022. And I proposed to my girlfriend, and we were getting married in May. And that was also the year that I was going to quit my job at Target and start my business.
You went to my house and we set up the LLC because you were like, should I do it, bro? I was like, dude, you have 13 years of experience.
Yep.
Why the fuck not?
Right, exactly. So Kai helped me get set up, which was really awesome and really helpful because I didn't know what I was doing. So we got the LLC set up. Now I knew I was a legal, legit business, and I could go out and I could start advertising. And I just quit my job, like I just one day walked in and said, "Hey, here's my 2 weeks. I'm leaving in a couple weeks," and that's that, right? There's no plan B. There's really nothing. And I really don't think I realized the gravity of the situation I was in. I quit my job a month before I got married. And I really didn't have enough revenue or income or a strong enough mindset to support a married couple that year. So luckily my wife was a teacher and she had an income and that covered our bills. But I learned my lesson that year, and I did only like Facebook and Craigslist ads for my lawn care business, and I got maybe 15-20 yards a week. Now I do 15-20 yards a day.
So essentially, like, you doubled your income from last year, correct?
Yes. Yeah, so I mean, okay, so my first year I didn't make enough to even cover basically any bills, let alone make any profit. In fact, I probably lost money that first year, and I've heard that's just kind of how businesses go.
It's how it honestly goes.
The first year you lose money, the second year you break even, and this is my third year. The third year is where you start making profit, which is great. And I think that's how it's going for me. But yeah, so that after the whole season, I only made like 15 grand for the whole year, which is not a lot when you've got your business expenses, you've got to pay for gas, You've got to pay for insurance and all those things. Actually, I didn't even have insurance at that point.
What?
What? Hey, hold on.
Whoa. Anyway.
But that winter, I realized that's not going to work. I dropped out of college for this, and I need to really lock in, and I need to triple my income at least. And so I spent that whole winter just binge watching lawn care videos, full of ideas, how to market, how to advertise, how to be efficient with your work, and I just really locked in. And thank goodness I did, and thank goodness I had that mindset switch, because we found out early 2023 that my wife and I were going to have a baby. And in my head, I was like, holy cow, I'm so glad I've got this mindset switch, because now I really have to lock in. I have to be able to support this family of mine. And so... Because
you thought about it long and hard for like the winter of 2022. It was like, I should pass out postcards and stuff like that,
exactly.
Right?
Yeah, so I ended up designing postcards, and I ordered 5,000 of them. And I didn't even pass out all 5,000, which... if I really was disciplined, I probably would have, but at least I got, like 2,000 out, I think, which is still a lot of postcards. And my wife helped me pass them out, and it was a good time. And I tripled my business that year. And so that was year 2023, and then year 2024, that's this year. This is my third year. I actually hired some middle school boys to help me pass out postcards, and we passed out another 2,000 or 3,000. And I've, literally tripled my business. Or no, not tripled, doubled my business. And that was my goal this year. I thought that was realistic. I was planning on hiring someone this year to help me full-time or part-time. That ended up not happening. I did a pretty bad job at setting that up. But I did fine. There were a couple times in the year that I was really stressed, just working, morning to night. And there was nothing else I could do, and I was like really overwhelmed. But now everything's kind of under control. I know what I'm doing, but I definitely need to hire someone next year. So
it just goes to show, bro. Like at first, you didn't expect to be that successful when you first started. Like you just didn't know where you were going with that, right?
Right.
But then it's like, oh my god, I gotta adjust the camera, bro.
Yeah.
Let me try to adjust this, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. We got the sun in our eyes too.
Right.
Oh no, now it's only focused on me.
It's alright. We'll go on with it, bro. but anyway, like.
Oh no.
It's okay, bro. It's okay.
All right, yeah, it's okay.
I've already had so much screen time that it's kind of like.
Nobody wants to see your ugly mug anyway.
Nobody wants to see my ass anyway. But anyway, like the whole point is like, in business, like when you first start, like that's where people like have that like fixation where you like want to like do well in your first year. But sometimes in your first year, you're not gonna do jack shit.
Yeah.
And in your second year, maybe you still don't do jack shit. Like some people, like sometimes they start late in their 60s and then they finally pop off when they're like 65, or like when they're in 30s and they finally pop off in their 40s. Like,
for sure, yeah.
I'm just grateful that we both popped off while we're in our early 20s. While we still can, Like you have a kid now. Like I don't know personally what that feels like, but I'm pretty sure that's like a driving force for you every like time where you're like working hard.
Yep. I mean, there's really no other choice. Like, I dropped out of college for this, and I want it to be successful, and the fact that I have a kid now forces me to be successful. It's really cool. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I compare myself to Kyle, like, dang, we're the same age, and he makes quite a bit more money than I do. We don't need to say exact numbers, but, like, then I realize, oh yeah, he's single. He can lock in like that, and I have a wife and a kid. Like, it's kind of different, so we can't really compare. You got to figure out what works for you, and at the end of the day, we're both reaching our goals, and we're being successful, and that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's like comparison is the thief of joy, right?
Yeah.
If
exactly.
I compared myself to Jeff Bezos or anybody else, like I'm inferior to them,
Yeah.
So like I know how you'd feel, bro. And like in that situation, I was single with no obligations, no kid, like no like real at the time, like, no girlfriend at the time. But now, you know, I'm happily taken, so that's cool. But yeah, bro, like, this is like a cool, like, because I've never had anyone on this YouTube just yet, so it's pretty cool. Just getting to know more about you, bro. I know the camera angle's like kind of fucked, but
you should adjust it.
Nope, I ain't adjusting shit no more.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave this because it's unedited. Because now it's too late. Oh wait,
there we are.
Wait, you know this will be the ender, you know. But yeah, we're gonna go eat now. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, except the blooper part at the end. But peace.